So there's Billy. Today is March 3rd. We are getting ready to head to the University of Michigan, Kellogg's Eye Center. Our appointment's at 3 today. I'm the last one to be seen by the doctor. And they'll be doing testing on my eyes again. And then I should have results back by the end of the day, because they always let you know before you leave. That's why it always takes a few hours there. And we probably won't be back till this evening, which is something that I'm kind of worried about, because Miss Willow, who is due on Wednesday, has bagged up a little more than she was already bagged, a little more than yesterday, and she's already bagged up a little more this morning, and she's being quite needy. So Billy is actually getting everybody fed. We are going to start giving round bales again to the horses, because we're down to the last, I think our hay guy told us we only have like 80 bales left, and he brought 40, and there's 40 more in another barn or something like that. So Billy wants to try to save those for the boys and the rabbits, which I think is a good idea. And then we're just going to feed the two horses. Oh, and Jill and Diamond, I forgot. They got to have hay too. We're just going to feed then the two here, the three, and then the two over there, Captain and Meg. They're going to be getting the first cutting alfalfa that was supposed to have been saved for the girls, but the girls aren't going through that round bale very fast because there's only 4 of them. And then we got to have a few flakes for the babies, because they're now eating hay and sipping on water, so that's good to see. So we should have is he looking at? The wind, maybe? It's not even windy out, but unless there was something, maybe the clouds, because it looks like it's gonna rain. That could be, but I'm not for sure. But everybody's doing well. The rabbits are all doing good, and that's just something that, is nobody's got bloat, which is good. I had another rabbit breeder that I watch. It's called Meat Rabbits, I believe, and she has her rabbits. She's got some Argentinians and then Californias and a couple New Zealand whites that she breeds, and she's dealing with bloat also, and about the same age as that I do, when I have between 8 and 13 weeks is about when they start to bloat. And she believes it has got to do with the weather, which I kind of agree too, because when that had happened for Pumpkin's babies, for say, our weather was in the -20s, so that could have been part of it, because she thinks with her weather was in the very single digits of like 10 degrees and stuff, -10. Look at Captain getting some loving. That boy is a teddy bear, and when he wants to love on you, you need to do it, because he's not always willing just to stand there and let you love. But he is a teddy bear for sure. But other than that, I mean, we are doing okay on the homestead. I know Billy said something about, instead of trying to fix that, he's just gonna look at some different portable garage sheds to be able to put the excavator in, because he doesn't want it out in the open. I mean, we know that stuff like that is supposed to be in the open, but we like to take care of our equipment so they last our lifetime. So we're gonna be heading up there, and then I will probably just let you guys know when I'm back home or tomorrow. It just all depends whether or not we get babies born. But I'm hoping, like I asked Willow to hold off, girl, at least till tonight when I'm home, and I can help you if you need help, and then get those babies so they're not out in the cold, or first thing in the morning maybe when you are when I'm home. Wait, but we'll see. We did get, my cousin and I, if you notice, there is a hutch gone. Mr. Darius is actually out of that hutch. He's behind the barn for right now, and I gotta move Champ under the underpin of where he's at, and then put Samson in Champ's pin, because I had something push a hole in that and Samson keeps trying to put his head through it. So I told Zach that I've got some stuff that he can fix that with, the wire, so when he gets the extra money to be able to buy 2 more cages and a pan for that middle one, then I'll give him the water for that and he can fix it. On his way home, he had that strapped down, but it was so windy that day that the wind caught it and flipped it right out of his truck. Cracked the top, but he said he was going to replace it with metal topping anyways, which I was like, well, that's good. And he said it's repairable, so he's just going to fix it, which is great because he needs more. He likes the hutches, and he just had Ruby, the New Zealand California that was crossed that I had bought. She just had another litter of babies, so he was kind of excited about that, and I was like, yay, you know, you're getting your rabbits done. And he asked me to, like, would I be able to bring my rabbits over when you butcher when I come and butcher yours? Can I butcher them here? And I was like, well, yeah, because I think he don't have like vacuum sealing and stuff like that, so we'll vacuum seal them for him. And he's got a litter that's gonna be probably overdue for actually butchering by the time my litters are ready, but you know, I've got a couple bucks. Miss Violet actually is a buck, because I was noticing that the cheekbones on Miss Violet were looking more like a buck. So I had Zach look again, and he said, yeah, that looks like a buck, I'm sorry. And I told him, I said, the does have slits and the bucks have like a circle. And then sometimes if they're mature enough, that circle will pop up out of there. And he was like, yeah, this one's got a circle. And then I had him recheck Mr. Dot there, and he says, I don't know, I can't really tell, but it's kind of got a circle. And I said, well, then it's a buck then, just like we thought. Mr. Dot is so friendly, like he just will fall asleep in your arms. I mean, he loves to be held. I just hope I can find him a home that would maybe even keep him inside. I don't know, but we'll see. If not, then he's going to have to be on the butcher list. I'm going to try to list was Violet, but I'm going to call him Victor for now. So Victor, I'm going to try to see if I can't find him a home, because he is a really nice broken blue buck. Very, very nice. But I don't need another broken blue buck. I already have one. So that's that, and we're going to get going, and stay tuned. We're here. We made it. And we'll let you know what goes on. Say today is March 4th. And Miss Willow here, I'm just checking her. I haven't seen her up yet, but she is acting a little off, which usually she will kid one day prior to her due date with triplets, and she is due tomorrow. So we would very well could have kids on the ground, right, Cal? Today with being the ending of her kidding season, hopefully. And hopefully God will bless us with what we need the most. And I'm just trying to watch for some maybe early signs of contractions or anything, but if she was up, I could see how big her bag is. Yesterday her bag had grew some more, so I was really worried about her kidding while I was at the doctor's office, but she didn't. Thank the Lord for that. And she was very needy yesterday, and today she's still acting like she wants me near her, but I haven't seen any tail lifting, any signs of labor as of yet. I just got done milking, so the ladies are happy to be relieved. I still gotta go feed the rabbits and get them done. The babies have been all fed. They should be all in the hut, including the new guy. He's in there too. He should be. At least I stuck him back in there after he ate. I thought maybe they were pushing him out, but yeah, it's pretty rainy and wet out today. You can kind of see them in there. Hello, focus phone. There we go. So I'm just going to keep an eye on her today, and we'll let you know. Meanwhile, alright ladies, I'll see you later, okay? I gotta get your grain tops back on so mice will get in it. So, my eye appointment went quite well. They claimed that my right eye, the inflammation looked better. I could see a little further on the eye test anyways. And my left eye, he says, looks better, but it don't because the cataract has gotten bigger. So with that being said, there's not really much that they can do for right now. He wants me to really get in with the RA doctor so I can get on something to try to help with the inflammation. But like I tried to explain to him, I don't have inflammation in my joints, because if I did, I wouldn't be able to move like I do. And don't get me wrong, I still have some joint pain, but it's not, they're not hot and swollen and red like they were when I wasn't on anything at all and wasn't treating myself and eating right. So with that being said, the way that I took that he was saying is that he wants me to see the RA doctor sooner than what I was scheduled for, and then I'm scheduled to go back to see him again next month. I told Billy that I said I'm not sure why he wants to keep seeing me once a month. You know, we know that the eye drops are working. I understand that they were trying to get rid of the inflammation so they can get their surgery done, but until I can get the inflammation under control, they're not going to do surgery. And if the cataract's just going to keep growing, then what it will do, like when he shines the light in my left eye, I'm completely blind. I can't see at all. It just goes like a grayish black to me. It's super bright, all the light, and I feel like that when I go there, I understand that they're supposed to be the best of the best, but like Billy was noticing yesterday when we were there, he's like, how is it that every doctor here that's supposed to be so intelligent about eyesight and they all wear glasses? And you know, like if you look at, for instance, I just forgot her name, Barbara O'Neill. She's like in her 60s or maybe even early 70s, and she's a holistic doctor or teacher anyways, and she does not wear glasses at all because she does all the right, you know, vegetables and eats right and has enough minerals in her body that corrects the eyesight. And I can say that with me eating differently, that I know that I can't eat any processed sugars, cane sugars, or anything like that, because it does cause inflammation in my eyes. Not necessarily make me hurt, but definitely causes inflammation in my eyes. I can see pretty well right now, and it's pretty foggy out looking. I could tell that it looks like foggy. And I know that is not just my eyesight, because usually that's how my eyesight normally is that I look like I see a lot of haze and fog. But with that being said, I'm going to go get my rabbits done so I can get inside, get my tea made, and spend some time with my husband since he's got the day off again because of the rain. And enjoy it, and then come out every couple of hours and check on Willow, and then hopefully we'll have some healthy, happy, bouncing around triplets. I don't care what we get. I'm really hoping for one doe at least, so Paige has somebody that she can be with, because them boys really push her around, and I really would like to put her somewhere else with another doe kid. So I'm praying and hoping that God blesses us with at least one more doe kid, and so Paige has somebody to be with, and then I can put the two of them in their own place. But we'll see what we get. Stay tuned, everybody. Another day has passed. We are March 5th, Willow's due date, and she is completely bagged up, acting a little off, so I'm assuming that she will be kidding today, so we'll keep track. That right there is the new boy. That's Jules' son, Cal's grandson. That's why he looks so much like Cal's son there, and that's Cal's son. Those two are Scarlet's. And there's Miss Paige. She's just a pretty little girl, ain't she? Yes, she is. You gonna smile? Yes. See, Cal's babies all smile. It's starting to rain again, kids. Get in your shed. Get in the shed, kids. Alright, I'm gonna take the bucket. I got her bottle. She's already finished one. Started drinking another one. And then about 1 o'clock till 1:30, I come back out and I feed them again for their afternoon lunch, dinner, whatever you want to call it. And then again in the evening when I milk, they get fed one more time. And they are munching on hay, so every couple of days we throw a flake in there, and they munch on it. I'm going to start introducing grain as of this weekend and see where we get with that. Girls are waiting to get milked. That's why they're talking. Right, girls? Yep. Mr. Darius. I got to move Champ down in the below. Still got to do rabbit chores. Yes, I know, you guys. I know. It's just a little after 8. So I got to get that done and started. So stay tuned. I figured I'd go ahead and end this video. It was just a few little clips of throughout the weekend and stuff that was here, and this video will actually be out today, which you'll see tomorrow. So it's been raining for 2 days now, off and on. And it's raining right now. I'm cooking myself a pizza for lunch. It's 12 after 11. I watered everybody, walked the hose. I can't get the hose unhooked from where I hooked it up at, though. For some reason, I can't get it. Billy is in the room sleeping. I figured that's what he was doing because he didn't come out. He usually comes out and checks on me if I'm not inside within an hour and a half, and it took me about 2.5 hours to do it. All my chores, feed babies, milk, do the rabbits, and Miss Mabel, Bad Bunny, is out again, and I cannot catch her for the life of me. I tried catching her for about a half an hour, and I just gave up. One of her babies was out of the box. I put it back in the box. I don't know I even pulled on her cage door. This is like the third or fourth time she's gotten out, and I'm not sure how she's doing it. I really don't, but I'm gonna put a clip on her if I can catch her again. I'm gonna put a clip on her cage so she can't wiggle, because I think that's what she's doing. She's wiggling because she pulls on the door, and I think it's just unlatching itself. So I'm gonna have to do that. Willow is, I stood out there a little bit and watched her, and she had a couple contractions. They weren't too close together, but she's completely bagged up. Really not wanting to be around any of the other goats. She's kind of just off in her own little spot in the lean-to. Billy and I have kind of walked around yesterday when it wasn't raining and kind of figured out where we want to put everything and try to get like my rabbits moved and whatnot. And I told him where I wanted to put the does that I will be keeping at. He says we can build a little lean-to on the back side of the barn. It's not going to be a problem. I know he would like to go to town today because he wants to look at a carport for the excavator to be in. And then we got to get a couple bags of grain for everybody. We're not out, but he just asked kind of like where my bunnies were. He says, aren't you about 2 bags down? And technically I'm about 3 bags down, so. And I think I'm about 2 bags down in the goat grain too. Now that I've got 3, I'm going through about 6 scoops a day, which is about 2, 4, 6 pounds a day of grain for the goats. Scarlet and both Jules are really eating a lot of grain when they're up on the stand. Cal's not doing so much, but she has improved in her milk production since we put in the round bell, which, you know, is helping out with that. This next time around, their pen's going to have to be cleaned out. But overall, I mean, it's been going well. I've got my backing stuff right here. This is like a sheen leather protector. It does stick a little bit when you press it against the leather. It will stick. I've got to get that pinned on there, and then my mom sewed the 2 backings together, so then I got to get that pinned on there and then start sewing it, get it cut out, so then that can be completed. Other than that, I don't know why my phone decided it was going to record when I didn't know it was gonna, but basically it recorded for about 2 hours and 20 minutes, which probably was from the time I did the last clip and then shut it off, but somehow I must have bumped it, because I know if you touch the side thingies on there, it will record and it will call the cops. I've had that happen too, trying to turn the volume down on my phone while I was playing a radio, my Spotify, and it called the cops, and I didn't realize it had did that. So I have to pay attention to that, and I've been trying to delete that video, which is nothing. It's just you're hearing what's going on, but it's over 2 hours worth, and my phone is having trouble deleting it. So I wanted to try to get this uploaded so it's ready for tomorrow, and then record more today if needed, especially if and when Willow has her kids. So thank you guys for viewing. Thank you to all our members, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Till next time.